Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain? You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Harry Potter is a story about a young orphan boy who discovers he is a wizard. Author J.K. Rowling released the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, in 1998, followed by the first movie adaptation in 2001. A further 6 books followed, along with another 7 films, as Harry, along with close friends Ron and Hermione, get faced with enemies such as Draco Malfoy and Severus Snape in their quest to defeat the evil Lord Voldemort, the person responsible for the death of Harry's parents. The Harry Potter franchise has earned an estimated $24 billion, including books, films and merchandise. It's likely at some point you have come across either the books or the films, even if you're not the biggest Harry Potter fan. But for one big Harry Potter fan, watching the film adaptation of the book is something that has never appealed to her. I sat down with 22-year-old Stephanie Easter, who has never watched a Harry Potter film. You've never watched any of the Harry Potter films?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Why is this?
Because I've read the books and I really enjoyed them, and I don't know if it would ruin it for me, because I don't know if the characters will act and look how I imagine them in my head.
Okay. What sort of picture have you got in your head of Harry Potter or Hogwarts or anything like that?
Like really extravagant, like a massive castle. See Dumbledore as being like a really wise man. Like obviously you do see pictures on the front of books and stuff, and when you see trailers and stuff, but actually watching the film they might change the plot. So I think they might miss bits out that I found really interesting and stuff. So I just don't want it to hinder my image of it.
So with the books, how quickly did you read them? I mean, was you obsessed with them or?
Yeah, I read the first one in a day and a half. But obviously, as you go through the collection, they get bigger and stuff. So some of them took, but like I used to queue up outside W.H. Smith and be the first one to get them.
Who's your favourite character in the Harry Potter series?
I think Hermione, because I feel like I can relate to her the most. And
did you read it as if you was Hermione?
Possibly, yes, and like the adventures she was having and how she was friends with boys and stuff, and how she was developing as a person. And
you really got to know her as a character.
Really got to know her as a character. It's very good. I'd love an owl.
How would you feel if you watched the film and it didn't actually live up to the expectations that you've got in your head?
I guess it would ruin it for me really, and I'd be quite disappointed. Like if all the characters don't act how I think they're going to act, and it doesn't look how it is, then it would probably ruin it for me. But it's not as bad when you've read all the books because I've got it set in my head. But I'd like it to, if I was to watch it, I'd want it to enhance it rather than hinder it.
Well, you've read all 7 books, haven't you?
Yes, all 7.
How would you feel for the first time ever sitting down and watching the first Harry Potter film?
Really?
Even if it's for 10 minutes, you watch it, see what you think, and
I've gone so long without watching
exactly, we're going to break that curse, that magical curse of never watching Harry Potter. So you want to do it?
Okay, for you.
Brilliant. So you've just watched the first ever Harry Potter film.
Yes.
How was it?
It was really good actually, really enjoyed it.
Did it live up to the expectations that you had in your head?
Some things were different and it did miss some things out, but the general overview of the characters and the setting was really good, and it matched what I had in my head.
So now do you think you're going to go on and watch the second Harry Potter film and the third?
I might go and buy them now.
Well, there we have it. It's proof that sometimes the transition between book and film can be just as magical.